Hello everyone, it's me, Nancy Finch, doing another Tea with Nan on a Monday at 12 o'clock. I hope you can join me with a nice cuppa. It's a lovely day out there today. The sun is shining, it's beautiful, it's warm. I hope you're all well. I hope everybody's okay. And take some time out today just to have a little chat with me about our subject today, which is going to be quite good fun to talk about. So some of you that know me already know about this, but we're going to be talking about life's manure. That's going to be fun, isn't it? Yeah, life's manure is all about how we grow from situations, really. So I can see I've got Kate on here already. Hi, Kate. Lots of love to you. Happy Monday hugs. It's nice that you're here. And don't forget, you can always share this later with everybody, you know, your friends and family, because it's always good to inspire each other, isn't it? So, oh, I've got the first heart. Oh, thank you, darlings. That's lovely. What a good way to start the week. Lovely. Okay, so we're talking about life's manure today. Something I've been talking about to my clients for a long time now, for a few years. And it's how we grow from situations. Oh, thank you, Kate. Oh, so basically we grow from situations that we don't really want to be in and how we don't want to deal with that. But when we do deal with them, we end up being stronger people from it. We're more our authentic selves. We take many, many gifts from situations that are challenging. So today is all about imagining a big pile of life's manure. And that could be anything that's in your life right now that is, as I say, been challenging, something that's really difficult to deal with. It could be a divorce, it could be a breakup, it could be, usually it's sort of people feel that about relationships. Hi Sally, nice to see you popped on here, darling. Namaste. And Vanda as well. Hi, darling. It's really nice to see you. Happy Monday hugs to all of you. So life's manure can be something that we don't want to be around, but we end up growing much, much stronger from. So the way I usually put it to my clients is, imagine whatever the challenge is, whatever the thing that's making you uncomfortable, the thing that stirs up your orange juice, if you like. And if you go to the orange juice talk that I did in the orange section, you'll understand what I mean. It's what invokes a feeling in that you don't want to be feeling. So life's manure, big pile of it, just there. Just imagine it. And there it is. All these things, it could be just a combination of stuff, actually. It doesn't have to be one thing. It could be all the challenges you have or how hard you feel that life is, okay? So there's this big pile of manure right in front of you. If you could just imagine putting your metaphoric gloves on, your best rubber gloves, you've got to get into that. You've got to face it. You've got to get into it and be involved with it. And as you reach into this big pile of manure that nobody wants to be near, you take out a gift. And this gift might be self-value. It might be strength that you didn't know you needed. It might be self-respect or honour. It might be let's see, good health when you didn't have it. You know, it might be motivation. It might be what you need to grow from, what you need to develop in yourself. In that big pile is exactly what you need to grow. It's like flowers in manure. I always think that's quite good. I must be a really big flower then, because I've had a lot of life's manure. So it might be that you needed to trust yourself in situations. As I say, to see your own value maybe in relationships, or to have your own authentic self be powerful. Maybe that's another thing. Maybe people aren't feeling powerful. Hi, John. Nice to see you. So think about this big pile of manure. It might be that you might need patience. You might need self-awareness. Who knows what you need? But when you get into that big pile of manure and you drag out your gifts, the more gifts you take out of it, the better you'll feel. Okay, you're going to feel that in some way that you value that experience, because even though it's been troublesome or difficult, you're going to get a lot of self-satisfaction out of knowing, and self-value, because you've actually taken what you need from that situation. Hi Kerry, happy Monday hugs to you, honey. So what is it you need to get from a situation? A lot of people will run the other way from it. They will try to avoid the pain, or to confront it, to look at what it really is teaching them. You know, it's very important that we don't run away from it, because if we do, and we don't take enough gifts out of that big pile of manure, then you're going to metaphorically go round the corner in life and there'll be a bigger pile. And I've done that many times. I've tried to avoid situations. I don't know, take relationships for instance, you might say, oh, this situation happened and I feel this way about it and I'm just going to run away from it. And you run away and you might find somebody else, but you haven't taken the gifts from the last situation. And the situation needs to be looked at. What do I need to grow and learn from? So if I kept avoiding it, then I would just attract it round the corner, because I need to grow on a soul level. That's what I'm suggesting that all of us do. We look at what we need to grow from that pile of life's manure, okay? It might be that you need the strength to be independent. Perhaps you've never been independent. Perhaps you've always been codependent. Maybe you just need to feel safe. Maybe you have to be your own sense of safety, and you've always had other people doing that and they've let you down and this big pile of manure is building up. So I want you to think about what it is you need to grow, and we all of us need to grow. There's always going to be some situation, and it could be financially, it could be anything really, anything that you feel that you don't want to look at, that's uncomfortable, that you don't want to be near. Okay, and so as I say, put your rubber gloves on, your metaphoric rubber gloves, in you go, and you take whatever that gift is. So have a think about it. Have you repeated lessons over and over again that you have not taken the gift from? And it's so important. It might be loss. It might be financial loss as well, actually. Losing my house. I've lost several houses, actually. Situations that you can look back on and think, oh, I didn't take enough gifts out of that. What gifts would you like? So it might be, as I say, releasing self-judgment. It might be becoming more authentic. It might be just looking at your own truth, just seeing who you are. Maybe all the challenges can make you face that. Hi, Katie. And so when you're faced with something you don't want, think of it as this big pile, and you have to go in and find your gifts. What are the gifts? You can always share them with me and tell me about it, but it might just be to be positive out of a negative, or to take that choice, to make that choice. You don't have to be a victim to your feelings. I had to learn over many years that, to take a negative, a stressful situation and change it into a positive. And everyone that knows me knows that's what I do now on a daily basis. And I have a choice. I have a choice how I look at it. So if I think, oh, that's a challenge and what am I going to do with that? It used to bring me down in a downward spiral. And now I look at it and think, now what can I learn from that? And the Dalai Lama says, or quotes, oh, hi, Katie. Namaste to you, my darling. On this beautiful day. Going back to the Dalai Lama, I've got a poster actually people like to look at on the way out from here. And one of the things he says is, when you lose, don't lose the lesson. That's a really good sentence, isn't it? So when you lose something, when you think you've lost something, like your house or relationship or anything else that you've got going on in your life, think, I haven't lost the lesson. Now, what is the lesson? And that is exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, JR, that's nice. It's nice that you've joined us as well. So what lesson can you learn from that loss? So what lesson can you learn from not having something go your way? And take yourself away from that victim feeling, the feeling of not having, the feeling of lack. Take yourself away from that and be interested as to what you have to learn on a soul level that will bring you into a better place of self. Because that's exactly what I've had to do over the many years. I've got talks that go with this as well, basically that support this subject. Pollyanna is really good. If you go to my website, www.nancyfinch.co.uk, you'll see there's Nan Talks. Go on there, and if you click on the blue section, there's a little chakra man there, and it'll be on that website as well. And the reason why I'm doing that is all my talks are geared to certain emotional parts of the body that help you on a physical level. So if you go to the blue section, that's going to be really good. You can pick up Pollyanna. And Pollyanna is a really nice talk about how you transform a negative into a positive. And then you see the value of it. Well, in that way, you're looking at it in a different way. You're not going to be feeling a victim to it. You're going to be interested in the value of what's going on in that area, how you can change it. So if you feel in charge of it, if you feel you can transform that negative into a positive, then you're more likely to be able to get more gifts out of that big pile of manure. So you can see how that one goes together, can't you? So then we've got gratitude. That's another nice one. If you're feeling grateful, by the way, that's in the green section, and that's this area here of the Chakra Man on that website. Nan Talks. So if you're feeling grateful, you can't be unhappy, can you? Really? You feel satisfied. If you're feeling grateful for everything you have, by the law of attraction, you're more likely to attract more things to be grateful for. And it boosts your immune system because physically you feel better. You feel more hope, you feel calmer, you feel grounded. So when you're feeling grateful, you kind of feel in a place of now, in the moment, don't you? You're grateful for your eyesight or your hearing, or it might be something tiny in your life. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's something major or minor. It's something really good to be grateful for. It could be your cat. It could be a cup of tea. It could be anything. It could be this moment of just being still. Whenever you're grateful for something, it's really good for your heart. It's good for your soul. It's good for the law of attraction. And it gives you a very clear mind then. You'll be able to look at what you've got in that pile and realize what it is you need to take from it. What do you need to take from it? I need this. I need to have self-value. I'm going to take self-value from this. I'm going to take, that's one of my major gifts, obviously. But you can take anything from it. It might be your own personal power. Hi, Karen. Nice to see you. It could be feeling in control when you've never felt in control of your life. Could be that. Whatever it is you feel that you need is in that pile. And you can see it better when you are feeling grateful for things. The next one we have is Be Your Own Cake. Now, that's one of my favourites. That's in the Nan Talks in the orange section. And Be Your Own Cake is really lovely. It's all about you being the source of your own happiness. So if you bring yourself back, so supposing you're thinking, oh, I've just lost that relationship, or I've lost this or that, and you're feeling alone, or you're feeling, without support, perhaps you could look at Be Your Own Cake. This is where you become the source of your own happiness. This is where you really have to learn how to acknowledge what makes you happy and be your own best friend. Because again, it's going to be something that you become stronger with. And also by the law of attraction, you're going to attract people who are also their own cakes, which is basically a really healthy relationship, whatever they are, friends, family. Hi, Kathy. I always think that if we could become our own cake, our source of our own happiness, then we'll never be hungry. We'll always be able to support ourselves because we've got our own cake. If we rely on other people to be our cake, they could crumble or fall apart and not have them. Someone could take our cake and we'll be hungry. So it's really important to be your own source of happiness. And everyone else can be the icing on it. So if you lose your icing from the cake, it's no big deal. If you want that in more detail, go to that talk. It's really good. And so from that, how that connects to Life's Manure is that once you become more self-aware of what makes you happy, then you'll be able to take out from that pile what you didn't get and what you deserve now. Okay? It might be that you realise that you deserve to have this or this or this in your life. Okay. Hi, John. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're agreeing with me. We've got to be our own cake, haven't we? But yeah, Life's Manure can teach us so much. Don't run away from it. Get your metaphoric gloves and get in there and find as many gifts as you can. One of my lovely friends said to me, yeah, but you get all those gifts out of that pile of manure. All your gifts are covered in manure. I said, but you can wash that off. It's fine. So as long as you, because that's what happens is that the more gifts you take out of it, the smaller the manure gets. So in the end, you haven't got any. You've just got a whole pile of gifts. And that's the whole point. The more gifts we get out of it, the less intimidating this Life's Manure becomes. It becomes nothing. And then you go around the corner in life and you don't need any more of it because you've just got so many gifts from the last time. So it's a very positive thing to do. Another Nan talk I've got here is Stop Complaining. That's in the green section. And that's a really nice one too. Because if you're complaining about something, then you're in a place of lack. You're in a place of low vibration. Your emotional balloon is low because you're complaining this is wrong or that's wrong or I've got this or this doesn't work or whatever it is that you've got that you're complaining about. It could be a material thing. It could be an emotion, whatever. But people get used to complaining and then they get so used to that feeling that they kind of just do it all the time and they don't realise they're doing it. Complaining is really something we learn to do. We can unlearn it. If you go to that particular talk, you'll realise how to undo it. And there's a couple of funny stories about that, a demonstration of how complaining is not good for you. But basically, go to that and have a listen to that. Because if you're in a place of not complaining, maybe being, like, goes with the gratitude really, doesn't it? If you stop complaining, then you give yourself a chance to think about, well, okay, whatever I'm complaining about is in that pile of manure. I've just got to get in that manure and find out, what do I need from that complaint? What is it? It might be self-respect. It might be self-honor. It might be control. As I say, supposing you're at a restaurant and you have a really horrible meal and you want to complain about it because you want the right thing. You've just paid all that money for that meal. Well, you can actually do something about it, but you don't have to complain about it. You can think about, why have I attracted this into my life? Well, maybe I need to honor myself. Maybe I need to be patient with people. Maybe I need to be forgiving. Maybe forgiveness is your gift. And you'll find that all those things that you've ever had in your life, in that big pile, in that situation, is going to give you a stronger sense of understanding yourself, to support yourself on a deeper level than you've ever done. Because once you've got awareness, you've got control. So if we stop complaining, instead, look to see what the gift is in that situation. Hi, Paul. It's so nice to see you on here. So those are 3 talks. Pollyanna in the blue, gratitude in the green, be your own cake in the orange. Actually, there's another one, and stop complaining in the green. I added that one today. So you've got those areas of the body that you're going to be helping when you look at those talks. Okay, really good. I've also put on here, on my little notebook here, a little note thing, self-value meditation I did for the full moon. So if you go onto my website, you can listen to the self-value, which is a really nice way of you giving yourself a food, really. Self-value meditation is about valuing yourself, validating and very much loving you. If you feel that you're in some place of lack, or that life's been hard to you, hence that manure, then you can feed yourself some self-value, love and validation. You can do that. And when you do that, you're giving yourself that chance to emotionally catch your breath and to feed yourself what you need. Well, normally we expect that or hope we're going to get that from other people. But if we can give it to ourselves, then we become our own cake again, don't we? Can you see how all my talks and things go together? They link like tools. So very powerful, very easy to do. If you're listening to this on YouTube and I put it on, please like, subscribe and share. I want to get it out there and get people to appreciate that they have a choice in life, how they deal with their situations. So let me just go over this. I think I've covered everything. It's self-awareness really that we need to keep going back to. That's what I keep looking back at this board for. If we can just, instead of feeling this is terrible and judging something as a bad situation, be interested. Why did you order it? Well, and you might think, oh, I haven't ordered that. I don't want to cosmic order that, law of attraction. I didn't want this. But if you don't want something, you're focused on what you don't want. And as I said before, you've got to focus on what you do want, not what you don't want, or you're going to attract what you don't want because the energy is there. The energy is in what you're focused on. So if you then take your focus off of what's wrong and get in there and find out, transform that into something of a gift for yourself, then you won't be so intimidated or afraid of any more life's challenges, because you have a tool to use to get better, to feel that to justify why you've ordered it in the first place. And then the more gifts you get, the less likely you're going to attract more of it. So manure just goes away and you become a stronger, bigger, beautiful flower because of it. So I hope that makes sense to some of you. I'm doing a talk, Tea with Nan again next Monday at 12 o'clock. If any of you want to talk to me about this, or perhaps book a session with me or whatever you want to do to talk about perhaps your life's manure, how I can perhaps help you with that on a personal level, you can always email me, nancyfinch@hotmail.co.uk, or message me on here. Hi Lisa, nice to see you. And of course, if you've missed some of this, you can always go back and listen to it again. So in short, have a think about your emotional balloon will be brought down if you are concerned or consumed with a whole, image of life's manure in front of you. You've got this problem or that problem. What can you learn from it? What can you take? What do you need to grow with? And just take that, even if it's a couple of gifts. It's better than nothing. Realize what you haven't got and what you can give yourself or what you need to develop. And that's the only way of looking at it. It's the best way of looking at it. So that way you are in control of it. And when you feel in control, then this part here of your body functions better. That's your spine, your sense of being, your happiness. all those, the whole body thrives when you're not afraid, when you're feeling more secure, when you're feeling in control. Your whole body feels more relaxed. So for physical, emotional reasons, this is a good exercise. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Time goes really quickly, doesn't it? And have a lovely, lovely, beautiful day today. Keep your emotional balloon high, and any challenge, just think of it as something you can grow from. And it's good fun to do. It really is. And the more you get, you might find you repeat this actually a couple of times and you'll feel the benefit. Because if you have to learn again and again from the same thing, it just becomes a bigger gift. So I'm going to say namaste and lots of love, and I'm going to let you think about this. Think about things that you have been troubled by in the past or presently, and think, what can I give myself from that? And just really think about that, because it's going to make you realize when you take that gift, this is me giving me what I need from this. And your soul grows and you feel better, and the vibe you give out is better, and collective consciousness is better, and what you attract into your life is better. It's all good. So give that some thought. It's a good thing to think about this week, and I shall see you again next week. Hi Louise. Oh, it's so nice to see you, honey. I hope you're well. I know you're happy. So think about this particular challenge to do. Just go in with your metaphoric gloves and find your gifts from the past, from the present, and you'll be a stronger, better person for it. And it keeps your emotional balloon high when you're in control. Okay? Right, lots of love to all of you. Namaste, and give yourself a big hug from me. And have a wonderful week. Share this with everybody and have lots of fun. Take care, everyone.